Hello everyone, I'm Vaishnavi from grade 11, Lake Montfort School, Bangalore. So today I'll be teaching you list manipulation, and this video is part 2. So whoever didn't watch part 1, please do watch and then come back to part 2. So in this video you'll be learning about list functions and methods. So let's start. List functions and methods. There are 14 of them, so we'll be looking at each of them one by one. So the first one is uh, len function. So len function is just nothing but measuring the number of items in the given string or list. So over here, let's see in this example, as you see, len 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 characters. That's why output is 3. In the second example, it's given as 4, comma 2, and again in brackets is given 9, comma 1. This is, we can say it's an example of nested list with a tuple also inside it. So we'll just exclude the tuple. Like we won't consider it's a tuple or something. It's just like another list inside it. So when we count, it will be like 1, 2, 9 and 1 together as 3, and 4 and 5 together as 4. So that's why there are 4 items in this list. So next one is list method. So list method is nothing but if some string is given, it will convert it into a list. List means it's nothing but square brackets. So let's see the example. So over here list hello with double quotes is given. So the output will be coming like this. Each letter will be splitted with quotes and the bracket will be square brackets. Next example is A is equal to list 34, 51 and 110. So now you are printing this list. So the output will be just with the square brackets. That's all is the difference. So next one is B is equal to empty list because nothing is over there in this place. So it's an empty list. So when you print B, it gives only the bracket because there is no value in the list. Next is next example, C is equal to list. So this one is known as dictionary, where you have this curly braces or the flower brackets. So the output will be A, comma B. So now let's go to the next one. Next one is index method. So index method is nothing but like suppose there is some list given over here as you see here, that is 13, 18, 11, 16, 18 and 14. So over here the question says that this example says that L1 dot index 18. So it's asking the index number of 18. So when we see over here, there are two 18s. So we have to see the first occurring 18 and write the index value of it. So the first occurring index 18 is this one. So the indexing goes from forward over here. So if we take forward, then it is 0 and 1. So the indexing value of the 18 is 1. So that's why we get the output as 1. And if we give values like this, just a single value, then it will show an error because it's not in a list form. Next is append. Append is nothing but just adding an extra value, like only one value can be added in the end of the list. So let's see an example. So over here colors is equal to red, green and blue. Now you want to add the color yellow. So you'll use this syntax, that is colors dot append yellow. So now when you run the program and when it gets run, the output comes as red, green, blue and yellow has got added in the last. And it is represented with the square brackets as you see here. Another example is list is equal to 1, 2, 3. So list 2 is equal to list dot append 12. So this statement means that they want to add 12 to the list 1, this list. After 1, 2, 3, they want to add 12. So you will use this syntax and put the number you want to add over there. So when you print it, this is what has come, the output. It came like 1, 2, 3, 12. Next one is Extend. Extend is nothing but you can add more than one value at the end of the list. For append, it was only one value that you could add, but for extend, you can add more than one value. So let's see an example. So T1 is equal to ABC. Now T2 is equal to DE. Now to extend this T1, you're gonna use the syntax T1 dot extend T2. So when T1 is getting printed, it gives ABC and DE also added. And if you only print, like ask the code to be printed only for T2, then it only appears to be D and E, only the value of T2. Next is insert. Insert is nothing but you um, insert some value in uh, between the list. So like in the example over here, you see T1 is equal to A, E, U. So now you are using the syntax T1 dot insert, in which you are giving the index value over here, that is 2. So index value is 2 and the value that you want to add is I. So now when you run the program, this gives you the value as this AEIU. So 2 means over here when you do the indexing, it is like 0, 1 and 2. So in this place of 2, I comes. So T1 will be printed as AEIU. Next one is pop. So pop is nothing but removing one character, wherein you give the index value of the item and not the value of the item. I don't guess you understood. Let's see an example. So T1 is equal to, you gave a value as KAEIPQU. So now element 1 is equal to, the syntax is T1 dot pop 0. So the value of 0 is nothing but K. Using indexing, if you see 0 means K. So now when you run the program, K is getting removed. So that's why we get this as the answer, like the output. So K is removed and rest all letters are there. Now next, if you want to remove another letter from this, another character, then you have to again use the same syntax and then remove the uh, value over there. Next is remove. Remove is nothing but removing a value where index is not used. Like you don't need to give the index value like the way you gave it in pop. You can directly give the value of it. So let's see this example. T1 is equal to AEIPQAQP. So now the syntax used for this is ti dot remove a. So this code will see first occurring letter in this list. So the first occurring letter A is this one. There is another A, but it will see for the first A coming in the list. So now it will remove the first A. And again, if you want to remove another A, then you have to follow the same step again. And then it will remove the second A as well. So now from this list, you want to remove P, the value of P. So now it will remove the value of P, that is this one, the first occurring P in this list. So now you want to remove K, but K isn't there in this list, so it will show an error. Next is clear. Clear is nothing but removing everything whatever you gave in the list. For that the syntax is li dot clear with parentheses without anything inside it. So let's see this example. L1 is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you use this syntax, it will erase everything and it will only give you this brackets, which means it completely removed everything in it. Next one is count. Count is nothing but the number of times a particular item has repeated. It counts and gives the output. So let's see this example. So L1 is equal to 13, 18, 20, 10, 18, 23. So this is the given list. And now you want to know how many 18s have come in this list. So you'll use the syntax L1 dot count 18. So now as we see, if we can do it manually, but if there is something like a long list, then it's hard for us. So that time we can use this count and then it will count them and give the output. So as of now in this list 18 has repeated twice, over here once and over here once. So that's why it's 2. And next one is L1 dot count 28. So 28 hasn't come in this list at all. So it gives the output as 0. Suppose if we take L1 dot count 13. So over here 13 has come only once. So only 1 will be the output. Next one is reverse method. Reverse method is nothing but reversing the sequence of the elements in the list. So as we see over here, T1, we give the values as E, I, Q, A, Q, P. Now you're using the syntax T1 dot reverse, and then you get the output as T1 P, Q, A, Q, I, E. So now it got reversed. You can use this with numbers also, as you see over here. T1, T2 is equal to 3, 4, 5. T3 is equal to T2 dot reverse. So now it got reversed, 5, 4, 3. Now next is sort. Sort is nothing but putting them in the right order, like ascending order or descending order. It can be in letters, it can be in numbers or any other characters. So let's see this example. T1 is equal to E, I, Q, A, P, Q, P. So now you're using the syntax T1 dot sort. Now the output will be A, E, I, P, Q, Q. So it arranged it in ascending order of alphabets. Next is sorted function. So over here as you see SVAL is equal to sort, and when you give the some list it, and if it is false it arranges the list in ascending order as you see over here. And when the sorted function is true, then it gives in descending order of the elements in the list. Next is minimum, maximum, and sum functions. So minimum over here, as you see in this example, you have a list over here which is 17, 24, 15, and 30. So in this, the minimum means the smallest value is 15. So when you give this syntax as minimum VL, it gives 15. Like from this list, whatever is small, like the smallest digit, that is appeared over here. And max is just the opposite, the biggest number in the list. So that is 30. So that's how this output has come. And sum is nothing but the addition of all the elements in the list. And that's how we got 86 here. Thank you, and I hope everyone understood whatever I had taught. And if you have any doubt, please do let me know. And see you next time in the next video. Thank you. Bye.